Thanks for doing this today, guys. Jack, I want to start with you. Was there like kind of an equivalent to Goosebumps for you when you were growing up? These kind of books?
You know, I loved monsters, and I would watch tons of old monster movies. Yeah, I didn't have Goosebumps when I was a kid. You know, I grew up in the 70s and 80s before Goosebumps was popular. But I liked all of those Edgar Allan Poe stories. I liked creepy stuff.
Did you have favorite monsters growing up? Like Universal monsters or anything like that?
Yeah, well, I loved Frankenstein and Dracula, the classics, King Kong, Godzilla. You name it. I loved all of those movies.
I thought those were all good guys.
Oh.
Well,
yeah.
To your thinking, they might be, Slappy. Did any of them inspire you in any way? Do you look to any of the great classic monsters as a role model?
Well, I am mostly inspired by myself and how great I am. But I'm sure they're in there somewhere.
I like how humble you are, Jack. Is it easy to work with someone who's so modest about his own talents?
Let me tell you, we had a great time on the set.
Yes.
We only had a couple instances of friction, but for the most part...
He locked me in a trunk. I could hear him laughing.
There came a time when I had to put him away, yeah. He didn't know the limits of what you can and can't do on the set.
You just wait.
But we were a pretty good team, I'd say, overall.
Well, Slappy, when you're working with a big star like Jack Black, you have to know that you can't overshadow him necessarily.
Well, I say all that, but I do look up to Jack. Of course, I look up to everyone because I'm 3 feet tall. But he's a okay guy, I guess.
It's very easy to create things out of CG. Was it better for you, Jack, to have the real Slappy on set all the time?
Yeah, it was very, yeah, because it's tough looking at, like, nothing and pretending that there's a 1,000-foot tall praying mantis or things like that. But Slappy's a tremendous actor. We made some cinema magic, I'd say.
Yes.
When he wasn't trying to kill me.
Exactly. Slappy, was it easy for you to work opposite a real Jack as opposed to the CG Jack?
I would have preferred if he were CG. It would have made it a lot easier. But I guess it worked out all right.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
There's a lot of green screen involved. I really couldn't be on set with him that much.
Oh, that's right. Now, Slappy, you know, there's a great tradition of evil dolls in the movies. The movie Magic with Anthony Hopkins and a couple of old classic Twilight Zone episodes. Did any of those shape your performance in this film?
I was inspired by Chucky a little bit, I'd have to say. I called him up on the phone. He didn't answer, but I tried reaching out to get some insight from him. But I suppose if I were to have a role model other than myself, it would have to be Chucky.
Chucky's a great role model
Yes.
for someone. Did you, you met the real R.L. Stine, but I read he's nothing like what you did on camera.
Yeah, the real R.L. Stine is a real sweet guy. He's a brilliant writer and a funny, he's got a good dark sense of humor, but yeah, I needed to make this R.L. Stine a little more sinister, a little darker, and so I didn't imitate the real R.L. Stine, and he was cool with it. He loves the movie, so that's good.
You know, just to get a little serious for a moment, is it kind of cool, and you're a dad yourself, is it cool to have books like this or a movie like this that kids can kind of appreciate the scary stuff without it leaving them scarred for life like a Stephen King book might do?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big reason why I made it. I got a 7- and 9-year-old at home, and they love monsters and scary things, so I wanted to make this movie that was scary and funny, but for kids. You know, it doesn't cross that line to where it's terrifying. It's just sort of, you know, thrilling.
Slappy, do you want to leave the kids scarred for life? Is that your goal?
Yes, that's my only reason for doing the movie.
Are you signed for sequels?
Of course I am. I'm writing my own, actually.
I hope you have a role for Jack in it.
I have 12 scripts. I'll pass them along to you.
I'd like to take a look at that script
I'm working
before
on
we
number
begin
13
shooting.
right now.
Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.